everyone, it's the 13th of May and it's about 7:05 and our chickens are all over here today. So they're not going in yet, but they're getting more and more adventurous, and they're right over here by the pond garden today. Close up, there they are, not wanting to go to bed yet. Naughty, aren't they? Bertie, you need to send them to bed. There's Bertie, Scarecrow. Anyway, I think they're making their way over here now. Anyway, just take your time, why don't you? Anyway, I just want to show you what I've been up to today. Simon's cut all the grass. Again, all of it. Again, all of it. All around. And he's over there. We've been doing cementing today of the plinth that we're going to have a big urn on and a big plant in it. And today, earlier, Simon's uncovered Bertie. Oh no, that's Bertie. Lawnmower. I forgot his name now. He's got his name. Anyway, the little lawnmower. That's not a lawnmower, it's a tractor. Anyway, I've done all this today. So I trimmed all this because it was all overgrown. And I've got all the ivy off the trees, and Simon's got the ivy off that tree. And this is a hazelnut tree. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And I've been really working hard around the other side. I trimmed this tree a bit. I trimmed all along here, all down here today. Got rid of all the weeds. As I said to Simon, I can't spray chemicals everywhere. He wanted to do this. I said no. I'm not spraying any chemicals down here. We'll just trim it. Oh, and look at all them beautiful ferns. It's like Jurassic World round here. Loads of trees growing and everything. That's our woods at the back. So beautiful, I love it. Anyway, I'm going to just show you what I've been doing today. So, my foot's really hurting now. Got my boots on, quite hot and bothered now. I love this tree. It's sort of not a tree, I'm not sure what it is, but I love it growing up there. So I've been trimming near the edges because I don't want Simon to go right up to the edges with the spray. And especially not here, because I'm going to trim it a bit more, right, a bit deeper, because I want to put my sweet peas in there like I did last year. They grew really well. And then I was going to trim that side, but my stupid battery on my trimmer keeps dying. Both of them. Anyway, as you can see, I've trimmed along here. So I don't really want him to go up to the edge, if he can help it. So I've done a bit of trimming. I'll just show you what I've been doing over here in the garden today. Trim this bit here. And round here, this bit here, this bit gets on my nerves. I must take some rubbish to the dump. And then I've trimmed all round here. As you can see, I haven't swept it. And I've trimmed all down the paths and round the back. I watered all the beds because I've got our new seeds in here, haven't I? So, and I've watered baskets, watered everything today. Over here is what I've been doing today, this evening. So I covered up this fruit. I'm hoping the stupid sparrows don't try and get the fruit and get caught in the net. I've pinned it down as much as I can. But here are in the currants. They are currants. And I've put my little thornless blackberry in a little cage. I've made it a little cage. And then this gooseberry actually has some gooseberries on it. The honeyberries haven't, but I gave them all a phosphagen feed. What I did was I just sprinkled it all round the bases, then I watered it all in. This is the other tayberry, and I'm making it some kind of guard. So as it grows, I will put more strings around it so it has something to cling to, because they need something to cling to, these things. Save me moving them all. And the teaser, I've put it inside this thing. I sorted through these are to go in the ground. and I put all the bulbs indoors because I need to dry them out. And then I fixed this because there's a mole and he moved it. I watered all this over here. I've done the same thing with the trees with the phosphagen. I just sprinkled some on the top and then watered it in. And also the currant bushes, I've covered them up. I put 4 sticks in and I've covered them up with the netting. And then hopefully that should be enough. But if I do see any, because it's the edges bit that I'm worried about when the birds start seeing the bright red and coloured berries. And then I might put the fleece bit on just to cover it up and finish them off, because it does ripen them quicker if you cover them up. They ripen really quick, as I've discovered since I've been doing this for, this will be the 3rd year now, covering them up and then putting fleece over the top. And then they warm, you know, it gets very warm in there, and then they ripen really quick. Because when you just wait, they take ages to ripen. So tomorrow I might cover them up with the fleece. But over here, if you look, I've left the sage out so that the bees, once the sage comes out in flower, they're like that. Just as I put the camera on. I did have a plaque, but it seems to have come out. That's weird, isn't it? I have to do it again. Anyway, it's 11:30. It's the 15th of May 2025. I cannot believe it's the 15th. Got a massive surprise over the other side, which will be in a different video of what has happened. Really good. But today we're in the polytunnel, and I'm just giving you a rundown because I'm going indoors soon. I finished the breakfast room. I just need Simon to help me put the mirror back, and I've just got to go over the wood again at the bottom because I had to patch it up a bit, and then all I've got to do then is do the floor. So I'm just thinking of cleaning it and then putting some sort of varnishy stuff on it. I'm going to try that. I don't really want to stain it because I think the whole floor needs staining, and if I start staining near the faded bit, why am I telling you this? This is not a DIY video, this is a gardening video. Stop now, Sue. So anyway, we're in the polytunnel, and I'm just going to show you what I've been doing. So today I've just put some spring onions in, just seeds, spring onion seeds. And yeah, let me just show you what's happening in here. So I was going to weed this bed, but I might leave it till later because it's a nice job to do when it's cooler. It's quite warm in the polytunnel right now, and I need to go indoors and do some stuff. Got a lot more work to do. Anyway, I've been out here for a couple of hours, I think, because I was doing stuff outside. I'm not sure what I was doing, but I was doing something. Anyway, I just sowed these sweet royal mix sweet peas. I did notice these ones are starting to come up. So these are the sweet pea heaven sent. None of these things are coming up yet. I'm going to give them another week. If they don't come up, I'm getting rid of them, because that means that the seeds are dud. You know, they're not going to come up. I've been watering them, trying not to let the tops dry out too much. Sweet Williams are doing well. The English wallflowers, Statis is sort of okay. Verbena, these were the new seed. They're not doing very well. They feel quite dry, even though I just watered them. I have to water them again. The seeds dry very quick on the top if you're not careful. This is sweet pea supposed to be in here, but as of yet there's nothing. So. But these ones have come up. Okay, it's all a bit sporadic with the old seed sowing, but the lavender is definitely growing there, so I'm really happy about that. The crimson clover only looks like we got one this year. Lavender there, I don't think that's lavender. I think that's just that's old seed, that is. I don't think it's going to grow, but that's definitely not lavender. No, that's a weed. But we'll give it a go, see if it works. I'll just have to have a reshuffle and sow some more seeds. I do have my seeds over there, so I'm not surprised if they're not growing, because they're probably going, it's too hot, and they're probably all dying, because I was told that you should put them in the fridge. So I might go and just put them all in the fridge for a little while. Anyway, yeah, the Tuscany salad down here is growing, which is good. I just put a few more cucumbers in, and this is where I sowed the onions. So the onions are there now. Fig tree's looking good. The strawberries down there are doing okay. Yeah, they're all growing. This bed really needs weeding now. I don't think these carrots are going to come to anything, because that one looks like it's bolted to me. Oh, I potted on these zinnias the other day, and I potted these on, so I split them all up and potted them all on. In here, nothing happening yet. No sweet corn as yet. Don't think it's going to grow. I've never grown sweet corn before. It's all an experiment to me. Red sunflower, it looks like something's happening here. Yeah, so try not to overwater them. And then we've got our house plants there. I did have to water them a little bit today. Everything's really dry in here. Anyway, I'm just going to pull out this carrot, which is, yeah, there we are. Yeah, what is that? That's nothing, is it? What is that? Yeah, we're going to pull them all out, because that's no good. I don't think they, yeah, I think I sowed them too soon. We've got a sort of carrot there, sort of, yeah. Now we've got stinging nettles in here. Nah, we're just going to pull out all that stuff. Start again. That's what I always do. I don't worry. I shouldn't have touched that. There's a stinging nettle in there. It's going to sting my hand for the rest of the day. And then we're going to take out these things now. They've gone over. And we're going to plant some more stuff in the back here. We're going to put tomatoes in there. That's what I said I was going to do. So I'll give it a good feed before I put tomatoes in there. But that's where the tomatoes are going to go, at the back there and at the front. And then we've got the delphiniums in between. So we're going to have the tomatoes growing over this arch. And then in here, yeah, we're going to pull this out, pull all this out now. It's all died off. We'll pull it all out, and then we'll plant tomatoes back there, because I've got quite a few tomatoes to go in. The ornamental cabbage is doing really well over here. Not quite sure where I'm going to put it, but this is what it looks like. Pretty, isn't it? Well, that's ornamental cabbage to go and be pretty in the garden. Yeah, how lovely is that? Yeah, there's something growing there. What are these? Our own sedum. Something there, own seed, cosmos, and that, whatever that is, and those over there, and that. Sorry, very quick, nothing growing there. The rocket is all laying down because I watered it all. I have to water probably twice a day, I'm finding. I should get my sprinkler system on, but that means I've got to clear all that table, which I will have to do because it's looking very, very messy. And this junk corner here. Isn't it weird how things suddenly, 1 minute are tidying, next minute you put a couple of things there and it's all messy. Like these bags. I have to get rid of those. I need more compost now, I've run out. Yeah, so we put our cucumbers in. So it's 4 extra there. It looks a bit chilly, I need to shut the doors. Don't want the polytunnel to get cold. Yeah, let's just shut that, a bit of wind there. So that's it really. Oh, I did I show you? Yeah, probably, but I don't know if it cut out the film the other day. Run out of memory. I left my beetroot outside because we're going to put plant that in the garden. We've got primulas everywhere that I got out, so I put them in some water, and then we're going to just pop them in the garden. We've got more there. Just going to put them all in the garden. Over here, yeah, we sorted out a lot of stuff over here the other day. These are all going to come out of here. Put them in the garden. Yeah, over here I sorted all this out. Sorted this out. All sorted. Sorted all this out the other day. Done a sort of mesh for the tayberry. Honeyberries are fine. Covered up these, all these things. The black currants over here, and the gooseberries, and the other tayberry, and the thornless blackberry, which I've made a house full. My chickens are all over there. Some of them. We've had to split up 2 of them because the 2 boys out of the other lot of chickens started fighting. So we split them up and put one of the boys and 1 girl in the ark, and then the other one's got a girl, and they're in the hotel bit, so they're all happy. We watered all over here today. We watered here, and then we've watered all over here. I water this every day because obviously I put those seeds in here, didn't I? And for them to have any hope at all, they need watering every day. So, and then the brassicas at the back get watered every day as well, of which I don't know what they're up to. I'm just hoping they don't bolt. There's potatoes in here. There's potatoes in here amongst the brassicas. Yeah, I just need these brassicas to give me some broccoli. This is broccoli. And they're looking very, very healthy. I did put chilli around them all when I first put them in. They're looking good. Anyway, that's that. And that's it really. There's not much else to show you. Oh, there's a cute little bird there. Anyway, guess what we saw today? In the river. Across the way, when we were sitting there having a cup of tea. We actually saw 2 baby otters on the other side of the river diving. There's a really deep bit on the other side of the river, right next to a tree. And Simon spotted it first because he saw all these ripples and waves and stuff. And then I saw them, and there was 2 otters, 2 baby otters, diving because there's little fish there. I can't believe it. 11 years we've lived here. I've never seen an otter. My sister's other half said that he did see an otter when he stayed here, but we've never seen them. That's the first time we've ever seen them. And yeah, so happy. Yeah, so Terry, we saw otters today. And it's funny because we've just had a massive job done over there, and now we've seen the otters. It's just made our day, I'll tell you. It's made our day because we sit outside all the time since we've had the patio done, and now we're like really, 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 really happy. Anyway, I'm going in now because I've got to go and clean the fish tank because we're going to get some fish this week from, yay, this is Simon's hat but I'm wearing it. We're going to get some fish this week from Charlie's, and we're looking at an urn to go on top of the plinth that Simon's building today to go into the entrance to make a much grander entrance. So we'll have Daphne one side, which is our big statue of Daphne, which we've named after Simon's mum because it came out of their garden. And when they died, you know, we had the statue and we put her in our garden. There was a plinth already there, so we cemented her to that. And then on the other side, Simon's actually making another plinth to match, and then we're going to have a big urn on there, and then in that urn we're going to have a big plant, and so that when you drive in you'll be greeted by this lovely entrance. So anyway, not that you come up that way, that's like the front, the riverside, but you usually come in the front door. Anyway, bye bye, I'll see you soon.